Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus, sitting in a big black chair behind a camcorder. And there's a desk in front of me, and what's on that desk? Why, it's Transformers Animated Deluxe Cybertron Mode Optimus Prime, one of the longest toy names in recent history. This is the last of the Transformers animated toys I got from Heroes Toy Maker, not Toy Hunter, as I said in an earlier review. And this is by far my favorite of the bunch, Voyagers included. It's just my personal taste, so I apologize if I have offended your own beliefs in terms of Transformer toydom or animated toydom. But yes, as you can see, this is a Cybertronian truck, reminiscent of the G1 design, because Optimus is one of the, I believe, one of the few characters absolutely doomed to forever homage himself. A really nice piece of the design here is all this blue is clear. It's actually three separate pieces, but under the light it's really hard to tell, or you just don't really notice. And I like how it's kind of pinpointed with the two yellow headlights here and other two yellow headlights here. Autobot symbol up here, silver. It seems that on the show they're actually going more with the red and purple, but in the toys it's all about silver and gold. I don't really have a heavy view on this. I can't get riled up about it. I like both. If you want, by the way, you can flip up this little thing, and you have a trailer hitch for a trailer which does not exist, but feel free to hook any of them into them. Two big rolling wheels in the front and two little blue wheels under here with some fake treads. Would have liked to paint the treads, but not sure. Robot mode would suffer a little bit. Anyway, one thing that I absolutely adore about this toy, he's got two accessories. They're built into his vehicle mode, they're built into his robot mode. You can remove them if you want, but you don't have to remove them to transform him! I absolutely love that, especially considering that they're a hand-mounted and arm-mounted axe and shield. So I'll just show you how awesome this is. The first thing is, now the instructions tell you to remove everything, but you don't have to. This thing you can just fold down here, and then the legs follow the classic style thing to a point. You actually swivel the shins around, and I like how they didn't have you just turn the whole waist around, because there's a groove there to accommodate the axe handle, and if you turn the entire waist around, you'd have a groove on his crotch, and jokes would ensue, ladies and gentlemen. And then you pull this whole part out, and now, what I kind of like here is that it doesn't have everything, you know, completely connected together like the original 80s cab, but it still follows the same scheme, somewhat. It changes things up just a little bit, but it, like, just enough to be unique, but still doing the unbelievably heavy homage. Homages, I don't mind them as much as some other people do, but I'm not as, you know, viciously attracted to them as other people are. I guess that makes me a tremendous waffler in retrospect. Let's just cut that one out in the editing room. Here, I'll just move the camera up a little bit so you can see what's going on! Now, here's the next really clever bit. You fold the arms up like this, and now you fold the axe up, spin it around. The trailer hitch doubles as a rocket booster, because if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. What I really like here, to have it so the arms can cross like this without messing up the sculpt, you can actually just slide the wrist up. Just so thoughtful. And, actually, I'll show you this part first. This is, the wicked, awesome bit. His head's already here. He's folded his shoulders down, very War Within style, if you know what I'm talking about. And not only is he transformed, he's swinging his damn axe right at your head! Let's go up here so you can see this. Yeah! Actually forgot one thing. And this is another part I really like. These parts fold down and form shoulder blades! It's so thoughtful. And if you want to just finish transforming him into a neutral pose, you just unpeg this from the bottom hand, which happens to be where the shield is plugged in. Just swivel the arms down, and you have yourself a Cybertron Mode Optimus Prime from the Transformers animated series, voiced by David Kaye, etc., etc., etc. This guy is imminently posable, ball joints everywhere, and they are tight as hell in every good way. One thing I really like about this is the lines. To say that again, just look at him here. He looks like he's sculpted to stand like this. And then if we move this up here, on his his conveniently double-jointed elbows, looks like he was sculpted for this. If you want to put him in an action pose, he looks like he was sculpted for this too. His lines are just so dynamic in such nice ways. His feet have been sculpted to stand a little bit apart, just like the Cybertron Mode Megatron. And his legs are actually sculpted to be not just stock still underneath, but, you know, this whole curve here. So that he's got the, like, love it or hate it, he's got the pelvis forward, dynamic, I'm the hero look. So yeah, and oh yeah, his axe, before I forget, has 3 modes. You've seen them all, but I love showing them off. The axe, by the way, weak point. This hinge, no matter how you put it, if it's sideways, it flops the other way. So you have to straighten that quite a bit, but hardly anything to be hung up on. So, here's axe 2. Just split the blade. And if you want to be totally epic, take the shield off, just like that, stick it on here. Axe 3. This is bravery. For a brief size comparison, here's Bumblebee in vehicle mode. Bumblebee, of course, does get pretty tall in robot mode, about yay tall, but I've covered him in another review, talking about his somewhat odd size proportions. And for the Cybertronian face down, there's Cybertron Mode Megatron. I really can't say enough about Optimus Prime here. He's just such a nice figure. If you're going to go for one animated figure, and you don't even want to go for a Voyager, that's fine! Get this guy! Holy crap! I have not been impressed by a toy this much since, like, a whole 5 days! Seriously, a long time. So, big time recommendations here. Anyway, this is internet personality Vangelus signing off. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I hope that it's at least informed you somewhat, or at least managed to chew up a good, 7 to 9 minutes of your time. I will be doing more reviews in future, perhaps not animated per se right away, but I've got other things to cover. I even have, toys I don't like. Big shock. And I'm going to cover at least one of those in future, just to prove that I do dislike some things, because I know there's people out there who are like, oh, you Hasbro sheep, yeah, you like everything, you like a bag of poop with logo on it. But aside from my personal tastes, which are none of your business, even though... Hey, there's nothing wrong with communism.